Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about all the crazy things that have caused us to feel so stressed in 2020 and how to relieve ourselves of all of that pain, that hurt, that stress, and just really feel renewed when 2021 gets here. So stay tuned and we're gonna get right into it. First, let's dig into what self-care is. Self-care is a way of healing yourself, making sure that you take care of yourself and knowing that you have a place or a space to come back to feel whole again after maybe being broken down at work by your boss, your co-workers, your client, and just coming back to a place of equilibrium with peace, harmony within your spirit, harmony in your home or with the people around you. Self-care can truly be anything that brings you back to your own place of peace. If you have a way that you self-care, make sure you comment down below and let me know, because I'm all about self-care, and if there's something new that I could add to my regimen, I would love to know. So make sure you leave that in the comments. I'm pretty introverted and my social battery runs out almost like that when I go out. So when I get back home, I almost always need to do something to get myself back to feeling just myself again. Pretty much my whole life I've been someone who does self-care in a variety of different ways before I even knew what self-care was. I love being in my own space alone, sleeping early, getting up early so that no one else is up when I go and do the things that I need to do. And I'd say one of the number one things that I love to do is paint. Paint just anything that comes to my mind, whether it be squiggly lines, zigzags, blotches of color, or glitter. I love doing that, and it just brings me back to my own peace. With each stroke and adding different colors to the canvas, it just brings me to a space of harmony and just immense peace within myself. And it fills me back up to be able to give back to others again. It's important that I choose colors that represent my mood, be true to myself, and truly just see it come onto the canvas. It's almost as if I've removed the energy from my body and put it on that canvas to leave it there and relieve myself of that stress. But you don't have to be an artist. You can go to Michael's or another art store and buy a canvas, some cheap paint, and some brushes, one or two. You don't need too much to really get your feelings out there onto the canvas, and just start painting. Paint anything, lines, a stick figure, the ocean, anything. And you can paint the feelings that you felt throughout this year, from the happiness to the sadness, the anger, the uncertainty. You can put it all onto that canvas and leave everything in 2020 to have a better 2021. And if you're not so much of the artistic type of person, even though you don't have to be to paint, I have something else for you. You can cook. Put together different colors of vegetables, fruit even, nuts, protein, and just get it in there in the pot, or if it's a salad, in the bowl, and create something. This can begin to heal the wounds, the holes, or the pains that you may be feeling throughout this time, or that you have been feeling throughout the year. Just create something. And this is just as good as painting, putting different colors together to create a masterpiece on your plate or in your bowl. And I guess the only difference is that you can't eat your painting. The next one I want to share with you is to take a bath with essential oils. When I take baths, I like to take them on full moons. That's when the energy in the air is the greatest. You know, people talk about us getting wild on full moons, and there's a good reason for that. There is so much energy in the universe at that time, and when you take a bath, you can put salt in it. You can put Himalayan salt in it, which is what I personally like to do, Just a handful is fine. And you can add essential oils. I love lavender and a little bit of eucalyptus and patchouli. And it just creates this floral aura for yourself and allows you to release so much. And by the time you get out, you feel like a new person. You've dropped all of your negative energy, the darker energy within you, into the tub. And when you get out, you feel like a weight has been lifted off of you. Another thing that I actually like to do in the bath is putting crystals in my bath as well. I like to use rose quartz, and I have this, what is it? I think it's a pyramid, and it just helps with open-mindedness, to clear my third eye and just help me be more connected with my thoughts. And as a Gemini, we need that to just keep our mind cleared, so that we can use less of our emotions and more of our minds. And by no means am I saying that logic is the opposite of emotions, because they work in tandem and are so important for us to use together. But there can be a problem when you use more emotion than logic. For me, I know I have that problem. So I use the pyramid to really balance myself out, and the rose quartz really just brings me back to my emotions and helps me be more stabilized. By putting that in my bath, I feel more balanced as a person. My soul feels more grounded, and I'm able to move through life being just more certain of where I'm going, what I'm doing, what I'm saying. So try this. Try taking a bath with some salts, some essential oils, maybe on a full moon, maybe not, and just feel the way that it may cleanse you and make you feel renewed as a person, ready to take on this next year coming. We're really all champions for making it to this point in the year. What is it? December 23rd? We made it. And so, I mean, what better way to seal off the year and show yourself that you really love yourself by giving yourself a gift. Go on your favorite sneaker site or makeup site if you're into doing makeup, or even a workout clothing site, and give yourself that gift of self-love by thanking yourself, congratulating yourself, just letting your soul know that you're proud that you got here, that you love your body, that you are thankful for getting to this point in the year. Your soul and your mind will translate this into complete and utter self-love, and you'll be that much more ready to walk into 2021 making the best decisions for you. This one right here is one of my favorites. Journal all of your sadness, your anger. Write down the emotions that you've been feeling. Get those emotions and experiences out of your system and onto paper, because just like painting or the bath I spoke about, it will pull the negative energy out of you, the sadness out of you, and it will now be on paper. It will now be on a different medium rather than your own body, because you're literally using a pen and pulling those thoughts and the energy from you and into the pen and releasing it onto the paper. You can keep what you want with the happiness, the joy, and release what you don't want with the frustrations and uncertainty of this year. Continue looking toward the future and taking those steps toward your better tomorrow. And one extra little tip I'd give is to write down affirmations. Write down I am statements, whether it be I am beautiful, I am strong, I am kind, I am resilient. Write down things that you may not think of yourself or that you do and you want to amplify. And again, by putting that energy through that pen and onto that paper, you've put it in writing that is what you will become. I thought the last one was my favorite, but I'm pretty sure this one is. This is the time to take care of yourself to the maximum. You have to let go of the energy that is no longer serving you, whether it be people, things, places. Let it go. You might have toxic, negative people in your life. Let them go. It might hurt you. It might crush your soul even a little bit, but you'll feel a burden lifted. There might be an ex that you're still in contact with, or some friends that dropped you for a reason that you may not understand, but you don't need to understand. Just let them go. It might be really hard, and it's definitely easier said than done, and I get that, but just know it's okay to let go. It might take time, but it's okay. It might be painful, but it will be okay. And if you're not sure where to start with this, I've done a lot of cord cutting meditations where the person guiding you through the meditation walks you through a visual representation of you still holding on to people with a cord that is as thick and as short or long as your connection is. And at the end, you literally use a sword or a knife, or you break away from this person. I always cry when I do this meditation, so be ready for that if you do want to try it. But I always end up feeling more relieved and knowing that it's important for me to let go of that person or people that I've done that meditation to let go of. It'll be very emotional, but it'll be very helpful. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave some links in the description. Probably one link of the one that I've resonated most with, but just type in cord cutting meditations in the search bar on YouTube and you'll see a bunch. I hope this has been of some help to at least some of you, and comment down below what your favorite one was, what your own self-care activities might be. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this. Make sure to hit that bell button to be notified whenever I post a video, and I'll see you next time. Happy holidays.